Alright, today let's demonstrate the concept of full and incremental load in the most easiest way. We won't be complicating using the pipelines and all, but I'll leave it to you as an homework. So let's begin. I'll create a new item. I'll implement using a notebook and lakehouse. So lakehouse I'll be using at as the source and the destination. So let's begin one by one. I'll open one notebook to write my logic. Let's give a name, notebook incremental full load. Let's click on the create button. All right, so here we got the notebook. So please note we haven't added a data source, right? And our target will be lakehouse. So our data source will be again lakehouse. Let me quickly duplicate this tab. Now let's go to my workspace. Let's click on new item. I'll be using a lakehouse as the source and destination. Let's click on the create button. Now let's ingest our full load file and the incremental load, how it looks. I'll show you. Let's click on the three dots. I'll click on upload files. Let's browse the both full and incremental load files from our local computer. Let's select both the files. I'll click on open now. I'll click on upload. All right, our both our files are now uploaded. So we are good. Let's now let me ingest this into tables, then I'll explain. First I'll ingest our full load file. So this I have already demonstrated in our previous tutorial, how we can ingest using a pipeline to lakehouse. So you can definitely create one pipeline to ingest your using a full load, where you can just create the your full load table, then we'll be doing the incremental load. So let me load this again into a new table, in a different table definitely. So I'll click on load. So this tutorial can get really be complicated. I can use the parameters like the check on the load date, and based on that the incremental load will happen. So it can be really complicated based on your IT project, but I'll try to make this as simple as possible to understand the concept. It may not be the expert level tutorial, but yeah, for the concept wise it is. So this is our full load. Let's imagine this is our full load. In real life scenarios, there will be millions and billions of records here. The table, uh, this is our incremental. So the difference is that the transaction ID, if you look, 5678, and in the full load I assume 1234. In real life scenarios there can be again duplicate transaction ID as well. We need to use checks to remove those, right? So I have kept this tutorial 100% simple so that we can understand what's it is all about. So since our full and incremental load tables are ready, I'll go again back to my notebook. I'll click on add data items, and lakehouse will be from one lake catalog. I'll click on one lake catalog. Now let me select my lakehouse. I'll click on add. Now here let's verify. If we look and expand the section for tables, we got both our full load as well as incremental load here. Now let's begin the process to demonstrate the incremental load. Let's say in the full load table I want to implement a incremental load now, right? So technically the number of rows should increase after the incremental load. So let's do it using notebook in the most simplest way. So first things first, I'm using a data frame for the full load. This will basically display our full load data. All right, looks good for the full load. Now let's go ahead with the incremental load, um, d data. I'm storing it in df incremental. Let's execute and see if everything looks good. All right, there we go. So for the incremental also, now it looks good. Now let's go ahead by combining or doing the actual incremental load kind of thing in our actual table, which is the sales transaction. Let's say if this delta comes after some days, then we need to load on the same table, right? For the incremental, that is sales transaction, which is our initial table. So let's do it. I'll click on code here. Let's now run it. Before running, please note I'm using union here, right? So I'm basically combining the previous data with the existing one. I mean to say that we are just merging the data for transaction, sales transaction and sales transaction incremental, and writing the data, the combined data in sales transaction, which is our initial table. Let's um, run. Before running, I'll show you. Sales transaction, it just contains 4 rows, right? So let's say now the delta delta data came. I want the delta data in sales transaction. Let's hit the run now. And basically the override parameter here will override the existing data, if any. All right, we can see a um, green tick mark, which shows everything got succeeded. Now here, let me refresh our schema to see if we find the new data here for the sales transaction table. And there we go. So our incremental data, that is from ID, probably 5 to 8 got loaded. If we look at the incremental table, 5 to 8, right? So now our incremental data got loaded. So that's what it goes. The most simplest way, I know we can do it a better way by creating a pipeline and all. So I'll leave it as a homework and for you. So thank you so much for watching. That's what goes for the concept for full and incremental load. I hope you found this tutorial simple and easy. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let's meet in our next lecture.